Are you a salesperson? Do you effectively incorporate spin selling questions into your own sales pitches? My name is Shelby Fink, and I'm here today to tell you some additional points to cover when trying to make a deal with a buyer. So, obviously, spin questions are extremely important in any type of sales deal. SPIN stands for situation, problem, implication, and need payoff questions. These really help guide the buyer's opinion about you and how he feels about your product and if he's going to buy it. So, some additional things that I think are great to utilize when selling are being aware of the spin selling stages, paying very close attention to your buyer's needs, and modern selling. So for the first stage of the stages of spin selling questions, there are opening, investigating, demonstrating your capability, and obtaining commitment. Those are the stages. So in the first stage, you're going to want to, this is the opening stage. So instead of talking about your product right away, you're going to want to lead with a compelling insight or maybe ask a thought-provoking question. The next stage is the investigating stage, and this is where you want to identify the buyer's priorities and needs, and this is where you're really going to gain your credibility with the buyer. The next stage is to demonstrate your capability. So this is how you're going to say what your product will do for them. You'll describe your product's features and connect the dots between your solution and their needs and problems. So with that being said, this leads to the last stage, which are objections. Objections are inevitable in any type of sales deal. Like, someone's going to come up with some type of question that's going to maybe throw you off a bit. So definitely being prepared for those is a great way to, set the stage. So there are two types of objections. The first is value, and that's where your prospect is not really sure if it's going to benefit them in a monetary way or if your product is maybe too expensive. The next capability objection is when your prospect doubts if your product can really meet their needs. My next point I'm going to cover here is basically being aware of your buyer's needs always in the whole entire call. With that being said, there are two types of needs. There are implicit needs and explicit needs. Implicit needs are their problems, their issues, and their dissatisfaction in their workplace. And then explicit needs are specific functions or features. So being able to be knowledgeable of their needs will really help you in this selling process. By doing this, this will enable their consideration of your product, as well as kind of build confidence if you give them a lot of benefits that will actually benefit them in their workplace. The last point I want to cover is social selling, and this has become more prominent in our time because there's things like LinkedIn where you can go and gain insight of your prospects' background information, maybe some even social aspects of their life too. And this will make the engagement on the call more comfortable, kind of makes it feel like you guys have met before in a way, but definitely don't let him know you snooped around on his LinkedIn. With that being said, this is all my extra points to kind of cover that help your selling situation and kind of lead to more of a yes answer. And I hope you guys take this and retain this information and utilize it in future selling situations. Thank you.